A week from now, the high school football playoffs begin.
It's always fun to have a district championship. You know what that means? It means you get to play at home in the playoffs.
But the field isn't set in stone just yet.
It doesn't matter who you're lined up across from. It's about how you prepare and how you execute.
One last district title to be settled in Northeast Florida.
We've got one thing left to do. Go 1-0 next week, and then we'll be district champs and we'll be in the playoffs.
And at-large spots hanging in the balance across the area. The regular season finale of the Blitz starts now.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Good job. Come on. That's hard right there. It's muddy out there.
It's muddy out there, it's rainy out there, but all the marbles, that's what everything is for, it seems like, on a final week of the regular season. Remember when they used to not matter at all? Well, now it does, especially for that man and the Creekside Knights. One more chance to shine for them and then see if they make it to the postseason. Welcome into the Friday Night Blitz, everybody. Brent Martineau along with Stuart Weber, and he's the smart guy in the Action Sports Shacks department, so we let him try to figure out who the heck's going to the postseason.
Yeah, look, the brackets come out on Sunday morning, and I miss the old days. We used to be able to crunch the numbers and tell you all the matchups by the end of tonight. Well, I used to be able to crunch the numbers and tell the matchups. But now using the Max Preps formula, and we'll get into some of the numbers a little later on in the show, it's just not as possible anymore. But one thing that we do know, these 10 teams are in. They were in coming into the night. District champs already decided in most districts across the state, including Mandarin, First Coast, Rains, Bowles, Riverside, and Trinity in our metro classes, and in the suburban classes, St. Augustine, Columbia, Bradford, and Baker County, all locked in as district champs. So we got one more district to decide. It's 4S4. Neither Ponte Vedra or Nice will be the champ. Let's start with the Sharks. They're in the playoffs no matter what tonight's outcome is, but they could play spoiler for at-large hopeful Creekside.
The Game of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
All right, so Stuart decided this one in August. Turns out it was a good one and a big one in St. Johns County. Sharks and Knights together at the Castle. And Stuart just said Creekside needs to win to have a chance. And Knights look for the short pass on third down, but Maddox Babin steps in front of the intended receiver and comes up with the interception. Ponte Vedra takes over deep inside Creekside territory. 2 plays later, Ben Burke goes up top to Ryan Smith, and heck of a grab. Hyde points it up there. Touchdown. Tie ball game about midway through the second quarter. We knew this one would be good. Sharks driving, looking to get some points just before the half. But Parker Mingus for Creekside. He's wearing number 7, I believe. Yeah, there he is. Comes up with a pick, returns it inside Sharks territory, 1:03 to go in the half. Fourth quarter now. Sharks trailing until Sean Aschenfelder hits Caleb Taylor Birch over the middle. See you later. Creekside takes the lead late in the game. Ponte Vedra, though, has a chance. They come right back down the field. Fourth down, less than a minute to go. It's 4th and 10 inside the 20. Burke to Brody Magoo. Finds him, but how about the tackle? Textbook before the sticks. Turnover on downs. Creekside holds on. They win a thriller. 26-21. Now they wait to see if they got in, but here's Sean McIntyre after the game.
Yeah, just an unbelievable feeling. Super proud for our kids. They're the ones who made the plays. Super proud of our defensive coaches and our staff, the game plan they had, and how to execute that in the second half. I mean, what an unbelievable job. Really proud of just the resilience of our program and the resilience of our kids.
Gotta love the just all-around win for you guys, but specifically talking about the defense, they were sort of put on the ropes quite a few times, but obviously came up in the end. A lot of big third downs on that last drive, but that last fourth down conversion, and what an exclamation point for this game.
Yeah, definitely an exclamation point. One of our senior captains, Brody McGuff, made a huge play. Had a senior kid who was the captain tonight, Parker Mingus, intercepted that ball in the first half. And just some seniors who've been here for 4 years and done it the right way, made some huge plays in our biggest game of the year, and I'm proud of them.
Last one for you, going into this game, all the different projections and scenarios and everything like that to get into the postseason. Bottom line is just come out here and win. That's all you guys can take care of. Control what you can control, right?
Oh yeah, that's what we've preached all week. It was a learning lesson, a life lesson. There's gonna be things that happen in your life that you have no control of. All you can control is how you respond to that. And our kids had a great week of practice, a lot of focus. There was no hanging their head like, how did this happen or anything like that. So proud of them, and hopefully that carries them through in their life for sure.
Are we having a watch party on Sunday or what?
Yeah, I'm watching at my dining room table, ready to jump on huddle because I think we're going to be in. We'll see. I'm praying that we are. I'll go to church Sunday morning. I'll be at my computer at 10 a.m. ready to go to work.
Man's done a heck of a job with that Creekside Knights program. And again, I mean, what a run we've had in our games of the week. You never know how they're going to turn out. We've had some dandies, and tonight's meant a lot.
Yeah, and by the way, just because this schedule is over, we will still have a featured game of the week. But really, next week when we're in the playoffs, every game is game of the week. All right, so you saw the win from Creekside over Ponte Vedra. How about the rest of that district? Nice, it's pretty easy. Win, you claim the district, you play in the postseason. Hosting Tokoi Creek, who, by the way, can clinch a share of the district title, but can't win the postseason spot.
They'd lose a three-way tie.
They'd lose the three-way tie. All right, here's a short pass over the middle. Run, 27-7 in favor of Nice. Tokoi now looking to turn things around. Ryan Kilmer to Connor McClendon. Crowded sideline, but nobody's going to stop him. There he goes, and the Toros making it interesting, creeping their way back in. We go to the third quarter. Here's Kilmer tossing a bomb into coverage to Hudson Brewer. Tokoi Creek closer and closer, but Nice just wasn't having it. Cam Smith spinning through the middle. Nice. Off he goes. It's another Panther touchdown, and the Panthers get it done 47-27. Nice wins the district, going to the playoffs. Colin Drafts and his Panthers are district champs.
You got the job done. How's it feel?
It feels great. I mean, I'm soaking wet. I'm freezing cold. I'm speechless, really. I mean, I've been here for 5 years. I don't think anybody would have seen this coming, what we've been able to accomplish, especially this year. You know, tough year last year, going 2-8. But to come back, credit to our seniors, our 25 guys on senior night. They were always balled in. They never wavered. They're not surprised. We're not surprised. Just couldn't be more proud to be the head coach here and be district champions. First time since 2015, and only the 6th district championship in school history.
You said it yourself. What's the message going to be to these guys as you head into the locker room and extend that postseason of yours?
Well, we're going to celebrate this one. It's a big deal to win a district championship in the state of Florida, especially you talk about the highest classification in 4S. So we've got a lot to think about next week, who we're going to play, but right now we're going to just relish in the moment and be proud of what we've accomplished, and it's a great day to be a Panther.
Welcome to the 4S state playoffs! Yeah!
That'll do it here from Nice High School as the Panthers put 47 up on the board against the Tokoi Creek Toros. They are now district champions. For now, I'm Olivia Tasley. Action Sports Jacks. Guys, let's get back to you.
Over to Fletcher. Both the Senators and the Atlantic Coast Stingrays in need of a win to punch their tickets to the playoffs. First quarter, Fletcher quarterback Marcellus Tate doing what he does. Rolls out, finds Anthony Vagliente for the touchdown. Watch this. Nice slide and catch. They've had quite the connection, really, for years. Ensuing drive, Atlantic Coast trying to answer with a deep ball, but Troy Hillman is sitting back there, and he's waiting. And he comes up with a pick to get the ball back for the Senators. That's an interception. Second quarter, Tate goes back to Vagliente. Watch this. One-handed catch right on the sideline. Got it in. Nice job by number 1. That set up this touchdown run from Noah Taylor. Puts Fletcher up 14-0. And this one was all Senators. They had a late touchdown, pitch a shutout, and secure a playoff spot with a 22-0 win.
My guys knew we had to win. We already kind of knew the outcome. You know, we had a little bit of motivation behind us. You know, we didn't win district, but I think we had a lot of room to grow. We should have improved tonight, and we played a little lackadaisical a little bit. But Atlantic Coast is a team that came a long way, that got better. So, you know, I just think we got to practice better and get ready for next week's playoff.
All right, we'll now wait to see who Fletcher will play next Friday in the first round of the playoffs.
Be ready. Let's play ball. Let's run one bike. Let's run one bike, man. Hey, guys. Let's run one bike one time. Let's go.
All right, the nightmare on Main Street. Jackson on the bubble coming in, hosting district champs First Coast. Marty Lee's got the Bucks playing well down the stretch. First possession for the visitors. Rodney Tisdale up top for Thomas Jackson. Big gainer there for the visiting team. Leads to this. Austin Harris on the handoff, and he heads towards the green grass on the far side. Touchdown for the Bucks as he breaks some tackles at the end. Second quarter now. This is a 4th down play for First Coast, going for it, and they need it, so they get it. Tisdale to Jackson again for 6. Shutout win for the Bucks, 31-0. Good news for Jackson, though. Ribault, who entered behind them in the rankings, loses to Riverside. We will see how that all shakes out on Sunday. And our fans of the week coming from Yulee up in Nassau County. A little Hawaiian night. They had the leis on. A little cold for a Hawaiian night.
Yeah, that's all right.
Everyone else has got,
feel warm.
everyone's got hoodies on, right? Menendez making the trip to Nassau County. They're on the wrong side of the bubble coming in. Scoreless first half thanks to big defensive plays like that one. Braylon Ricks in the backfield for a huge sack. Leads to a punting situation. Hornets are all over it. Rylan Hale blocks the punt. Amari Goff there to recover. 2 plays later, Thomas Green gonna bounce off a tackle. Here he comes to the near side, right at you, and in for the score. Later in the quarter, more on the ground for Yulee N, number 11. Green going to the right this time, and he's going in for 6. 18-0 win for Yulee. Menendez's season is over. Wanted to illustrate how this point system works, right, in the FHSAA. You just saw those Yulee highlights. Coming into the night, the Hornets were second in their region. Assuming the 7th seed is not a district champ, that means a home playoff game. But here's the shifting numbers. You see Baldwin, Keystone Heights, Fernandina Beach. That's 3 teams fighting for 2 playoff spots because Atlantic, although it is ranked 9th, well, they're a district champ. That's why I have them in green there. So regardless of what happens for them, they are in the postseason. And needing a win to stave off the Pirates of Fernandina Beach, Keystone Heights did just that last night, going on the road to Gainesville, eking out a 27-22 win over PK Young that in all likelihood guarantees they will be the 7th seed in 2S Region 2. We say in all likelihood because computers can be a little funky sometimes, but Keystone Heights likely headed to Yulee next week.
You know what I noticed? Bradford is very good compared to the
they
rest
are
of them.
very
So
good.
Fernandina Beach still trying to win tonight just to keep it interesting against another bubble team, Middleburg in the 8th seed in 3S Region 1 entering the night. I must have done a poor job communicating. We have a no field goal highlight rule unless it's a winner around here. We break rules around here too, I guess, because Caleb Robinson having a fantastic few weeks. So a little kicker love, 17-0 Middleburg. Please don't do it again. More from the Berg. Jaden Jenkins to Braden Street. That's another touchdown, and it's starting to feel like playoff time for the Bronx. 24-0 Middleburg. Defense got in on the fun. Vondarius Lane Jr. pick 6. Oh, it's all clear for him. What a nice job Coach Wolf has done in a short time out in Middleburg. The Bronx are playoff bound. 32-0 win. Middleburg likely will play St. Augustine in round 1.
Baldwin and Ed White, both the 6 seeds in their respective regions, so a win can help in seeding and in clinching a spot. Ed White with the ball. Baldwin, Sonoris, Barnes with some defense. That is a sack. Indians now have the ball. Steven Screws to Darrell Gaithers, and he's got it. Up the middle, nobody there, so he's got a touchdown, 7-0. Baldwin leads at home. Ed White answers. Kamani Petway to Joseph Williams. Bounces off that first tackle, gets to the near side, and gone. Touchdown. Commanders score. They kept scoring. 36-14 win for Ed White and momentum as they head to the postseason.
Well, we did it again with the Blitz Scoreboard Show on ESPN 690 tonight, and we did it right from the TV studio here on all our Action Sports Jack social media channels. We showed you late the Creekside game and the final plays. It's really been a fun season. We will do playoff editions 9 o'clock on ESPN 690 and on social media for the next couple of weeks as well. We have more to come on the Blitz, including games in Georgia where one local team has a chance to win a region title.
Plus, a rivalry that goes back over 100 years. The latest showdown between St. Augustine and Palatka, next.
Say hey to the Ware County student section. Loud and proud. And find out if there's plenty to cheer about coming up.
We are the Ponte Vedra Sharks, and this is the Friday Night Blitz, BTA.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Hey, let's go. We got it.
Well, an exciting finish to the end of the season. Fantastic games all over the area for week number 11, and that one meant a lot.
The Coach of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
Oh, we mentioned it earlier. Sean McIntyre's done an unbelievable job at Creekside. Way back, they had lost like 23, 24 games in a row, something like that. Hadn't won in a couple seasons, and I went to the playoffs last year, lost in the first round, and there he's got his kids and then a lot of kids around him as Coach of the Week. Creekside now waits until Sunday to see if they head back to the postseason. McIntyre thinks they did tonight with a win. Welcome back to the Blitz, everybody. Brent Martineau along with Stuart Weber. One of the sneaky good matchups on the schedule this week. Might have snuck under the radar is Bartram Trail at Mandarin. Both already were in.
Yeah, both teams in the playoffs, both entering the night 4th in their respective regions. Great final tune-up before hopefully a lengthy run to December.
Ball game. We can take him to see
Bartram Trail taking on Mandarin at the Corral. As mentioned, first quarter, no score. Riley Trujillo pulls down the pass attempt, and hey, you know what? I'm going to use the legs. He can run a bit now. Deep down Mustang territory, no points on the possession for Bartram, but hey, a highlight play. Still in the first. Tramel Jones, FSU commit, goes deep to Carlos Witherup and lays it all out on the line. Comes down with a fantastic catch. Move the chains into Bears territory. A few plays later, Jones hits Tyrone Summerall over the middle, and that's a Mustang touchdown. They take the lead in the first quarter. But in the end, Bartram Trail got it done, 24-14. And now it's time to run to a state championship for both teams. Playoffs are next.
All right, more in St. Johns County. We head to Beachside. Barracudas taking on the Providence Stallions. First quarter, Beachside QB Edward Jordan going deep to Cohen Beebe, makes a man miss and gets in for the touchdown. Barracudas in front. Remember, they're playing that independent schedule, only year 2 of the school. A couple drives later, Jordan and Beebe, they'll link up again, slant over the middle. Beachside extends its lead. How about the Barracudas? Kicking off here. Let's get a play for Providence, shall we? Number 6, Jed Hood. He's going to take it right up the gut and see ya. Taking it all the way to bring Providence closer. But in the end, this one all Beachside. How about it? 66-22. The Barracudas 9-1. Now they don't play in the playoffs because it's an independent school. You know, still new. But what a year, 9-1. Yeah. Great momentum for them moving
Look out
forward.
Next year.
Yeah, Coach Duffy's got it going.
Hey, from the area's newest school to our oldest rivalry, St. Augustine and Palatka every year since 1922. 105th meeting. A few other long-standing matchups. Riverside and Jackson dates back to 1927. That was a few weeks ago. Used to be on Thanksgiving in the Gator Bowl. Can we do that again? That would be fun. Sewanee and Columbia started playing in 1927. Played a kickoff classic this year. And speaking of St. Augustine, 2 schools in the nation's oldest city with a 95-year history. St. Joseph and Florida School for the Deaf and Blind. That one on pause with the Dragons playing 8-man football currently. So let's go back to the top. Let's get to the Jackets and Panthers, continuing the second longest series in the state.
All right, St. Augustine playing host for this year's matchup. Yellow Jackets undefeated this year. Panthers 7-2. First quarter, no score. Lachlan Hewlett going deep. Carl Jenkins Jr. makes the catch in the end zone. Those names have been said on the Blitz a lot this year. 7-0 Yellow Jackets.
We have file video.
Yes, Panthers trying to respond. Ja'Kai Singleton, however, comes up with the jumping INT. Clock runs out during St. Augustine's drive, so we go to the second quarter. New quarter, same result. Yellow Jackets take it in. Devontae Lyons walks his way into the end zone. St. Augustine ends their season undefeated. They get the win and beat the Panthers 41-6.
The Player of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
Well, speaking of the Yellow Jackets, that's where we find our latest Whataburger Player of the Week, as voted on by you, the fans. Wide receiver Miles Simmons wins the vote from Week 10 of the season. I believe he had 4 touchdowns last week.
On 4 catches.
That's what you call efficiency.
That's exactly right.
Send them in now. Who do you want to be the Player of the Week, courtesy of Whataburger and Jaguars Prep and the Friday Night Blitz? Send them, find us on email or Twitter, and we will put them up in the morning at 10 a.m. ActionNewsJax.com, the place to vote until Monday at midnight, and we will determine a winner. Don't forget our Jaguars Prep All 25 team coming up later in the year.
District titles, for the most part, in Florida were all figured out last week, but north of the border, that is not the case. Region games are played all the way into the final week of the regular season, which includes our only state champ from a year ago, the Ware County Gators. They entered the night undefeated in region play, but a big task ahead. 9-0, second in the state Coffee, making the trip to Waycross.
How loud is that?
Always one of the best atmospheres. The Ware County fans pumped up, playing host to Coffee. Midway through the first, Coffee on the board first. Trojans punch it in from 10 yards out. Gators with the ball now. Luke Hooks going to connect with Cole Cox. Big gainer there for the home team. Next play, RJ Boyd takes the handoff, breaking through for another nice pickup for Ware County. Gets them in the red zone. The drive, however, would stall out. They put up 3 with the field goal. That's their only offensive points of the game. Coffee County with 7 more here in what became a defensive struggle in the first half, 14-3 Coffee County, and they get the win. Trojans win 28-5, but Ware County hoping they can see him again in the playoffs.
I wonder if that's high school scoregami. Glen Academy cruising against Lakeside Evans tonight, already 22-0 win. Marshawn Turner says, I'll take it. Pick 6 the other way for the Red Terrors. 50-7. Glenn,
they
terror tonight.
Finished runner-up in their region as Effingham County beat Brunswick for the top seed. How about Charlton County? Tonight's game basically deciding if they be the 3 or the 2 seed. Final play, they need a touchdown. Oh, but it's intercepted in the end zone. Indians fall 32-28, start the postseason on the road next week.
In Stark, all Bradford tonight to finish off an undefeated regular season. We showed you how distance they have against some other teams. Jamie Rogers gets win number 100 against a school where he won quite a few of those 100, the Sewanee Bulldogs. Fantastic football team here. They've given up 42 points all year. They win 35-3.
That 3 was to end the game, by the way.
Just to get on the board.
Just to get on the board. Fort White wrapping up their regular season at home against Santa Fe. This is the opening kickoff, and it really set the tone for the entire game. Dakota Fisher going to return that opening kickoff. Fort White scored 77 points. That's a lot of points.
In the first half.
In the first half. They go on to win 77-13.
I'm Mrs. Chandler. I'm here taking tickets for the Providence Beachside High School football game. Go Barracudas! And you're watching the Friday Night Blitz.
Mrs. Chandler, you're the best.
We're Barker Trail, and you're watching the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
We got 90 hats right here. We got 90 hats for everybody, right? 2023 district champions, and most importantly, right, welcome to the 4S State Playoffs.
I tell you what, it's a good booster club, and also Nice and Colin drafts. I mean, the kids come up big, because I don't know what you would have done with 90 hats if you didn't win the game. The hats were already made.
Shipped them off to somewhere else? I don't know.
They won the district championship tonight. Congrats to Nice and Colin drafts. Hey, we got an 11:15 edition, CBS 47, Fox 30, coming up in just a few moments.
We're going to take a look at the results and maybe break down some numbers for you here coming up and try to figure out who's in, who's out. Obviously, the Creekside one is dicey because the 8 and the 9 seed, or point-wise, are in as district champs. So something to look at there. But we're going to leave you now with our band of the week. And as Brent mentioned, we'll do it again at 11:15. So we'll see you on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it. On Friday nights, the hits keep coming.
You go right, I go left, put it work, trip and sweat, ain't even halftime yet.
The passion contagious.
Check the score, yeah, we did them, they ain't even know it.
The highlights explosive.
They wanna get like me, you better turn this thing up a couple hundred.
Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, Friday at 10:30 on Fox 30, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.